Past, present, and future. What is real and what isn't? Well, this week I talked with Mike Bossy, and during our conversation, he mentioned that the past and future is made up. And what I took from that is that everything we know about our past and future is, in essence, a construct of our minds and memories. All right? Weird shit, eh? But because this can create shackles of limiting beliefs, at the same time, it can empower us to shape our own realities. And I needed to expand on this. So I want to expand on this a little more and explain a couple things. So, the nature of the past, from what I've learned and understood, is our memories of the past are not always accurate. It's a truth that is perceived by our brain, our subconscious, and our memories. Okay. And that past is influenced by emotions, biases, and the context in which they were formed, in the environment that we were formed. So, our recollections of them are often subjective and may not reflect the actual truth, just the truth that we have perceived and understood. Okay, this understanding can be liberating because it allows us to reframe past experiences, and then it's a way we can release our limiting beliefs, that may no longer be serving us. Okay, so I failed once, so I can't succeed now. Or, you're mistreated this whole time, and I deserve everything I got. Or that person is, lied to me, therefore he's out to get me. So are those actual factual truths, or are they just a perception of truth based on our current limiting beliefs and the situational environment that we're in? Okay. So if the past is not real, then the future can't be real. And that's really huge because imagine the potential. Okay. The future is indeed unwritten. It's indeed unwritten. I don't use that word often. Okay. And if you recognize this, you can use that ability to envision the future and endless possibilities without the constraints of the past experiences. And why do I say that? Because the limiting beliefs that are based on the past does affect how we see our future. If no one wants to be around me, no one really cares about me, why am I going to set goals to have a family or build a successful company? You see how that works together? So by releasing these limited beliefs, then you got a whole new future. So you can create new goals, pursue new dreams, and it really aligns with your true desires rather than being held back by these limitations. Okay. And when you set a goal that feels impossible today but becomes achievable through action, you got to remove that limiting belief so you can move into this new future. But how do we do that? Past is not real. The future is not real. Okay. So what is? That's why being present is so important. Okay. In a way, my thinking is the present moment is the only time we truly experience and is as closest to the truth you can get, because after you've experienced something in the present, it quickly becomes the past. And then when you say that, it's no longer real, that perception. Okay. So because the past is not real and it creates biases or limiting beliefs, those can also influence how you perceive the present today. Okay. So it impedes and influences our perception of the present. Okay. So being mindful of this can help you engage more fully with the here and now. That way, because the one thing you got to be aware of, limiting beliefs has a lot to do with your subconscious. You're not conscious of this effect on you. And when you make and understand those limiting beliefs, if you make them conscious, you're aware of them. Now you can make conscious choices that align with your values and your aspirations and your dreams, okay? Just remember this, your limiting beliefs that were written in the past, or how your brain has deemed that real factual, is affecting how you're making decisions today and how you're interpreting situations and goal setting and motivation. Okay. So remember that. Okay. But we got to be present. That means being mindful and being mindful of what was subconscious and making it conscious. Okay. So I want to go a little more on limiting beliefs here, because lately I'm having a lot of chats with that and conversations about limiting beliefs, and it's amazing how it is more subconscious than you realize, but it is also rooted in our interpretations of what occurred in the past. And then it has hindered me in the future. Okay. So by me recognizing that these beliefs are based on subjective interpretations, I was able to start to question and challenge them. See, that's making the subconscious limiting belief conscious and then challenging my belief on that limiting belief. Okay. This was a big change, and it's hard to explain because I'm still struggling with this, but to finally realize that the limiting belief was based on past experience, the old environment, I am a new environment that's safer and more positive. I've had to talk myself out of those limiting beliefs. That is bullshit. I don't deserve success because, the past was every time I did something well, success had to be hard. You have to go through pain to be successful. Hard work, the sacrifice to like that limiting belief. I'm saying I don't need to have pain and struggle to have success. That doesn't make sense. That completely opens up my future now into a more sustainable and more fun and positive direction, doing more of the stuff I want to do. Stop appeasing my clients and my team or my friends around me and, sacrificing my enjoyment in life for other people. Okay. So limiting self-beliefs helps determine your future because it clouds your judgment and reduces your motivation to try something new, but also challenging these limiting beliefs and making them the subconscious conscious. You can start challenging those beliefs and then determines a positive future for yourself. Okay. But by doing that, you have to own today. You have to own today. You have to be curious and challenging these limiting beliefs and have an idea of why they were there. Okay. So by considering the past and the future as made up or not real, they are subjective. This way you can shift your focus to what you can control, your actions and decisions in the present. Okay. It then creates a proactive approach to your life where you can actively shape your reality rather than being passively shaped by past experiences or future anxieties. Okay. I am valuable to others. Limiting belief was I'm not. Now I see me as valuable to others. Therefore, I can create a new program to help a lot of people and they will come. Because I know that now that was a limiting belief of subconscious, I challenge it. I no longer believe it anymore. So I can do a lot more in the future. So by doing this and converting this and understanding that the past and the future are not real, why don't you start building a future that reflects your true self, free from the constraints of your past interpretations of what's occurred to you, and you believing those were true. Even if it was true and it was not good for you, if we're still holding on to that, the past still owns us. That's where sometimes we got to forgive, forget, and just move on and let it go and learn from it. Okay. So this requires mindfulness, self-awareness, and most importantly, a willingness to let go of your limiting beliefs, but it offers the promise of a more intentional, fulfilling life. I'm starting to see that right now. I'm doing that with a lot of work with my therapist and other friends who are supporting me in my mental health journey, because mental health is not only depression, anxiety, and all the other official lists. It's burnout, it's fatigue, it's emotional burnout as well. So past and future are not real. The present is the only real. That doesn't last long because it's in the moment. Let's be more mindful, challenge our limiting beliefs, and let's create a new future. So thanks again for listening, and thanks again for learning with me. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.